Having many 404 errors across your Shopify store destroys trust with potential customers and negatively impacts your overall SEO performance. And while fixing 404 errors honestly isn't the most exciting SEO task, it is still worth your time to go through the process once every month or every few months, depending on the size of your store, to identify and clean up these broken pages. In this video, I'll show you the top 3 methods to find 404 errors on your Shopify store and also provide a framework on how to fix each type of broken page depending on how and where it shows up. Okay, so let's jump into how to find and fix these pesky 404 errors across your store. Yeah, in case you're new to the internet and never have come across a 404 error before or a broken page, use those terms interchangeably. Basically, a 404 error means you try to visit a URL that can't be found. So nothing's there. You'll get a message like this. It says usually 404 error. And yeah, that page can't be found. You've landed on a broken page. Some sort of error message like that to indicate you are the lucky winner of finding a broken page. And in the context of Shopify stores, these sort of broken pages occur most often when like a collection or product got deleted. So links still come to that page, but no redirects were set up or anything. That page just was gone, but the URL was still there somewhere. URLs got changed, so updated, like changed the spelling or something, but still links to the old URL, which now doesn't exist due to typos, whether in internal links, external links to a certain page. So copy and paste errors can lead to these broken links as well, or adding like random characters into links. And yeah, when pages get moved or renamed without any redirect set up. So yeah, something funky is going on. Usually a page got deleted, but then nothing got cleaned up, leading to that page. And yeah, so why does fixing 404 errors even matter? So first of all, for user experience, it's just terrible experience. Like someone clicks on a link to your site or within your own site, expecting to land on a certain product, blog post, something basically they're trying to find. And yeah, they just land on a broken page, just kind of not a good sign, not going to help your conversion rate at all. And yeah, really this ties into like brand perception, user experience, kind of similar thing. Just reduces trust with your brand. So yeah, if you're trying to buy something and you land on a broken page, you just question, hey, is this store even live? Can I trust it? Is it active? Is this being updated or is this like just outdated? And yeah, very likely to bounce, like try and find a better place that does have live URLs showing up everywhere. And in terms of just the SEO impact, so while having a few 404 errors doesn't directly harm your SEO, like sites have broken pages, happens all the time. But if you have a large number of these broken pages, yeah, it just hurts your crawl efficiency. So the search engine bot visits pages to find out, and from those pages, like click through to keep finding the rest of your site. So if you keep sending those search engine bots to these broken pages, it just puts off signals as well that your site's been neglected, poorly maintained. It's not going to give you any bonus points basically for having these 404 pages. So it's worth putting in a little bit of effort that it takes to get these cleaned up, basically. Here's a nice or not so nice little graphic about it. Okay, so how do we actually find these 404 errors in the first place? So the first stop that I like to make is in Google Search Console. So if you just go under indexing in the left menu, pages, you'll see a lot of different options or types of errors that can show up. You want to look for not found, or basically the ones that include 404. So whether it's a soft 404 or like a hard 404, like a legit 404 error, that's what you'll want to click on in this case. So if you just click through, you'll see a list of all the affected pages. One thing to note with Google Search Console, it could be outdated data, like depending on when those pages were last crawled. Could be a few weeks, few months old, and maybe that 404 error has already been taken care of. Maybe it's already been fixed since then, but still it gets flagged as a 404 error here, just based on the data that they have. It's not 100% up to date, like to the second, all the information in Search Console. So keep that in mind. And what you want to do is just find the list of all the URLs, export it, and just go through to determine whether they are actually URLs that are missing, or maybe that's outdated data, and then figure out a plan of what to do with it. So I'll cover that in a little bit, but just want to go over the methods of just identifying these 404 errors in the first place. So Search Console, And the next option would be site crawler tools. So this should be give you more like up to date data as long as like your cache is cleared on your site, so they can see the live information. Basically, I like to use Screaming Frog. There's also Sitebulb. A lot of people like to use that as well. So just they all have the same features basically. Be able to get what you need from it. It's just different like interface. Ahrefs Site Audit is also helpful to just have recurring scans like running in the background every week, every month to send you reports to flag any of these errors. So without you needing to run these crawls manually yourself. But what I wanted to go over is just how to find them with different tools. So specifically for Screaming Frog, since that's what I use personally. And yeah, so you want to just download Screaming Frog if you've never used it before. You use it completely for free for up to 500 URLs per crawl. And yeah, if you want to do more than that at once, you'll need a license. If not, a workaround is to just run multiple crawls. So just break up the URLs of your site, like say run all your collection pages, then all your product pages. You can break it up that way in order to not hit that 500 URL limit. Obviously, it just takes a bit more time and coordination, data analysis to make sure you break up everything and still don't miss any pages, basically. But what you want to do once you get this downloaded and installed, just add your URL at the top for your store, add your homepage, click start, just to start the crawl. It could take just a few minutes to many minutes, depending on how many URLs there are to crawl. Once the crawl is completed, just click on the response codes tab. So there's lots of different tabs to organize the data, basically from the crawler. And what you want in this case to look at the response codes and then look for these 404 errors. So there's ways here to filter it, basically, so you have the status code column that shows 404. That's how you want to pinpoint these broken pages for your store. And like I mentioned before, so you can export this full list and then just go through to double check, create a plan on what to do with them, which I'll be going over in just a second. And of course, manual testing. So last method, just kind of randomly. So just good old fashioned clicking around your site, making sure things aren't broken. So in your main menu, footer menu, site footer, blog posts, blog rolls, different collections. So yeah, it just helps to always just look at your actual website, be aware of things that are going on, if anything gets broken, especially after you make any updates. And then also you get people messaging you. That's kind of like a leading indicator. Hey, something, I need to check into this, see what's going on. If people keep saying, oh, I can't check out, or if people basically just raise their hand and say, hey, like something's wrong with your site. So that's another way to find out about these errors. Obviously not in bulk or anything, but it is an effective method to just pretend you're your own website visitor, basically click around and you can see what is broken that way as well. So those are the top 3 methods for finding these errors. And how do we actually want to fix these? Usually our main tool of choice here is just going to be good old fashioned 301 redirect. So have logic set up here. So if the 404 page is to a page that has a relevant new or existing similar page, basically you want to set up a 301 redirect from that old broken URL to the best matching URL. So basically what I'm trying to get at here, you don't want to just bulk redirect everything, all broken URLs to the homepage. It is worth finding the time to keep that relevant. So say if someone was expecting to land on a blog post, I try to send them to a relevant blog post. Or similarly, so for products, send them ideally to redirect from the broken URL to a similar live product URL if possible, or if not, to a relevant collection, and if not, to the homepage as like the fallback. Similarly, so for collections, a broken collection page, redirect that broken collection URL to a similar collection or back up to the homepage as the fallback. And similarly for blog posts, so redirect from the broken URL of the blog post to a similar blog, even like just your main blog, kind of blog roll, like landing page, relevant collection. And then as a last resort to the homepage as well, that's possible. That's kind of the process of, or like the thought process there of where to redirect these broken pages to. And then in terms of actually implementing the redirects, so in Shopify, just go to on the left menu under content menus, and then there'll be a URL redirects button at the top. So it's kind of a weird place to find it. So yeah, worth noting that down of how to find it, so it's not obvious. And what you can do from there is just create redirects one by one. You can manage them, like edit and delete existing redirects if you have those set up. But basically, to just create a singular redirect, you want to just add the relevant or the relative URL from your store. You don't need to put the full URL. Just put whatever /product /collection /blogs on the full URL slug there where you want of the broken page. And then add the corresponding URL, the most relevant page you want to redirect it to. Then just click Save Redirect. So here in this case, the store had a collection called Purple Tungsten Rings. So just listing all their purple rings, basically. But there was also a blog post called Top 4 Purple Tungsten Rings that kind of just highlighted like the top 4 options, kind of like a listicle, which just didn't make sense. It was overlapping those keywords, the blog post with the collection page, which is a no-no. So unpublished the blog post here, and then we redirected that blog to this collection page to avoid broken URL there. So just wanted to share that as an example. And there is also an option in Shopify if you have a lot of these redirects. So say it's the first time you're doing this process, you can basically just create and upload a CSV file. So just in the first column, put all of the old URLs basically, and then column B, put all of the URLs you want to redirect them to. And then you can bulk upload all of those at once instead of just doing this one by one. So keep that in mind as well. I have another video on the channel about how to set up 301 redirects in Shopify. We need help with that. And the whole reason too that we want to set up these 301 redirects in the first place, basically a 301 redirect, there's different types. 301 redirect is a permanent redirect, just indicating, hey, this page is permanently moved, this URL to this other URL. So that should, in theory, preserve most, hopefully all of the SEO value if there's any other backlinks coming to that old or broken URL, basically. There are also different, so 302 redirect is like a temporary redirect, but don't need to worry about that here. Just use 301 redirects and you'll be all set. Another thing that you'll want to keep in mind. So if you have internal links coming to these broken pages, you want to just kind of fix the broken link at the cause, basically. You don't want to just have like a blog post linking to a broken page, which gets redirected to another page. Instead, fix the broken link to either point to the new final URL, or you can just remove the link as well. So you can just kind of read here. So adding the redirects helps get redirected to live actual pages. But still, you don't want to have a lot of internal links on your site to these broken pages that get redirected. They're called like redirect chains. So it's ideally avoid them. Not a huge deal if you don't, but still worth looking into and trying to fix that. And so how do you even identify internal links to broken pages? Open up our friend Screaming Frog again. Just from the same crawl, even you can check that out. And then depending from the same filters, basically response codes showing 404s, you just want to click, when you click on each of these in the bottom part of Screaming Frog, you'll see more options. Basically click on in links on that tab. And this will show you all of the other pages on your site that link to that each individual broken page. So you can just do this one by one, or you can export all the data as well. So say in this case, there's only one URL, this like returns exchanges page links to this broken page, but there could be multiple pages linking to each broken page. Keep that in mind. And then that way you can just visit each of these pages containing that link and either update it to the correct page, remove the link if it doesn't make sense anymore. Just that's how you can pinpoint exactly where these errors even come from in the first place. And other options that covers kind of internal links within your own site, which you control everything. Here, if you have backlinks now pointing to broken pages, to URLs that are showing errors now. In order to preserve that link juice as much as possible, ideally, so this is put this second because it's harder to do, but definitely worth trying out. Just contact the site that you got the link from, whoever's linking to you. Basically, ask them to update it. Hey, I saw you're linking to one of the pages on my site. Just give them all the details. Hey, from this page, you're linking to this URL, which isn't live anymore. Can you please update it to this the actual live URL? Still, the success rate will depend on your negotiation skills there, but it's definitely worth taking a shot to get that updated. You might have to pay them something to incentivize them to get that done for you, but that will just be more helpful than having a link to this broken page. And if they're not willing to do that, or the site, they never get back to you, what you can do in that case is just add a 301 redirect from that broken page so that the backlink goes to the most relevant URL, either similar like before, like either to the most relevant other blog, product, collection, or to the homepage as a fallback, just so you can preserve that link equity. And then also another option or another scenario that can pop up is just maybe a popular product collection. You just have a lot of traction, and then by whatever reason got accidentally unpublished. Something's going on in the back end of your store. Maybe a developer, an assistant, someone removed a page. That could just, if you notice the URL, hey, like that page is supposed to be live, like we haven't done anything else. Look into that, like republish it. This can actually happen. True story. So things happen across your store. If you're not on top of it, these will fall through the cracks. So this is just how you can find these 404 errors and then update these sort of pages as necessary. And that really covers it in terms of how to find these 404 errors. So the 3 methods using Google Search Console, Screaming Frog, or another website crawler, and good old fashioned clicking around your website to find them. And then also just basically using 301 redirect strategically in order to clean them up, then removing any other links linking to these broken pages. You shouldn't have to do this process often. Usually the first time you do it will be the most painful, be the hardest, have the most errors. And over time, maybe a few more will pop up. So that's why you can set up the Ahrefs site crawl to just ping you. You'll get notifications every week, every month if you want, of new 404 errors that pop up. And that really does it for this video. This was helpful, and you're able to fix those pesky 404 pages across your site. Give this video a like, consider subscribing as well to the channel for more SEO tips. And then this was just one slide of my full technical SEO guide. If you want the full guide, over 90 pages of practical, actionable technical SEO tips for Shopify stores, click the first link in the description below for access to the full document. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.